The air in Eldoria shimmered with magic, whispering secrets of ancient enchantments. Sunlight filtered through the emerald canopy of the forest, casting ethereal patterns upon the lush undergrowth. Every blade of grass seemed to hold a touch of enchantment, and every flower exuded a fragrance that bewitched the senses. In the heart of this enchanting kingdom stood a young enchantress named Aurora Nightshade. Her flowing silver hair cascaded down her back, catching the light and reflecting the radiance of her emerald eyes. Aurora possessed an otherworldly beauty, her presence infused with an innate grace that seemed to harmonize with the magical essence of Eldoria. Aurora yearned for a love that transcended the boundaries of the ordinary, a love as rare and mystical as the creatures that roamed these lands. Her dreams were filled with visions of a soulmate whose heart beat in unison with her own, a love that would ignite the heavens and stir the very depths of her being. But Aurora was more than a dreamer. She was a guardian of light. Charged with the sacred duty of protecting Eldoria from the encroaching darkness, she dedicated her life to preserving the delicate balance between magic and mortal realms. Her enchantments were like delicate threads, weaving a tapestry of protection over the kingdom she cherished. Yet within the depths of Aurora's heart, a flicker of longing burned. She yearned for a love that would not only fuel her magic, but also ignite her spirit with a passionate fire. She yearned for a love that would intertwine their destinies, forever altering the course of their lives. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an ethereal glow across the landscape, Aurora found solace in the tranquil solitude of the enchanted grove. The ancient trees whispered secrets, their gnarled branches reaching towards the heavens, as if yearning for the touch of the divine. It was in this hallowed place that Aurora felt a strange presence, a palpable energy that tingled along her skin. Her senses heightened. She turned her head, and there he stood. A man with eyes as dark as the night sky, clad in flowing robes that seemed to absorb the very essence of shadows. His name was Tristan Blackthorn, a sorcerer with a haunted past and a heart encased in ice. The air crackled with tension as their gazes locked, an unspoken recognition passing between them. Aurora's heart quickened, for there was something within Tristan that mirrored the darkness she was sworn to protect Eldoria from. Unbeknownst to Aurora, Tristan had also sensed the connection, the magnetic pull that seemed to draw them closer. A battle waged within him, torn between the allure of her radiant light and the demons that clung to his soul. He had closed off his heart, believing love to be a weakness that led only to pain and destruction. As they stood there, the forest grew hushed, nature itself holding its breath, as if aware of the significance of this encounter. The air crackled with an unspoken energy, as if the very fabric of the enchanted kingdom trembled in anticipation. Neither Aurora nor Tristan knew the intricacies of their intertwined destinies, the trials they would face, or the love that would bloom amidst the chaos. But in that moment, as their eyes met, a spark of curiosity ignited within both of them. It was a spark that would set their paths ablaze, forever changing the course of their lives and the fate of Eldoria. With a lingering gaze they parted ways, the enchanting forest swallowing them whole. The tapestry of their lives had begun to intertwine, threads of light and darkness merging in a dance of fate. Little did they know that their destinies were forever entwined, and that love would be their greatest test and salvation. As the moon rose high in the night sky, casting its gentle glow upon Eldoria, the stage was set for a love story that would transcend realms, shatter boundaries, and ignite the very essence of magic itself. The forest whispered with ancient secrets as Aurora ventured deeper into the mystical realm of Eldoria. Shafts of sunlight pierced through the dense canopy, casting an enchanting glow upon the moss-covered ground. Creatures of myth and wonder flitted through the foliage, their ethereal presence adding a touch of magic to the air. Aurora's heart raced with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. Her delicate footsteps stirred fallen leaves, and she couldn't help but feel the weight of her task. She was the chosen one, the guardian of light entrusted with breaking the ancient curse that threatened to consume Eldoria. Her emerald eyes sparkled with determination as she clutched the ancient scroll that held the key to her quest. In a secluded glade, a rustle of leaves announced the arrival of a brooding figure. Tristan Blackthorne emerged from the shadows, his cloak billowing in the gentle breeze. His piercing gaze met Aurora's, and a flicker of skepticism flashed across his stormy eyes. "Aurora Nightshade," he said, his voice as rich and dark as the midnight sky. "I see the rumors were true. You seek to break the curse." Aurora stood tall, her silver hair catching the sunlight like liquid moonlight. "And who might you be?" she replied, her voice laced with a hint of caution. "Tristan Blackthorne," he answered, a tinge of bitterness lingering in his words, "a sorcerer haunted by his own past." Their introduction set the stage for a dance of tension and reluctant cooperation. With every step they took together, their opposing natures clashed like fire and ice. Aurora's bright optimism clashed against Tristan's brooding cynicism, igniting sparks that crackled in the air. As they continued their quest, Aurora couldn't help but notice Tristan's deft command of magic. His hands moved with precision and purpose, evoking a potent mix of shadow and light. She marveled at his abilities, sensing that beneath his hardened exterior there was a deep well of hidden pain. Dialogues between them were like a battle of wits, each word a carefully chosen weapon. Aurora spoke of love's transformative power, of the belief that redemption was possible even for those shrouded in darkness. Tristan, however, scoffed at such notions, arguing that love was nothing more than an illusion, a fleeting moment of solace in a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet amidst their verbal sparring, hints of vulnerability began to seep through their defences. In the hushed moments of reprieve, when the moon bathed the forest in its silver glow, Aurora glimpsed flickers of pain in Tristan's eyes. His icy facade cracked, revealing the lingering scars that bound him. One night, as they took shelter beneath a majestic oak tree, Aurora found herself lost in the depths of Tristan's gaze. The moonlight danced upon his face, casting gentle shadows that accentuated his features. There, amidst the silence, their guarded hearts found solace in shared vulnerability. "Love can be a double-edged sword," Tristan murmured, his voice carrying the weight of past regrets. "It can heal, but it can also wound." Aurora reached out, her fingertips grazing his cheek as if trying to erase the shadows that clung to his soul. "Love has the power to mend even the deepest wounds," she whispered, her voice a soft caress in the stillness. Their moment of intimacy lingered in the air, an unspoken understanding passing between them. In that fleeting connection, the walls they had built around their hearts began to crumble. The moon hung low in the velvety night sky, casting a soft silver glow upon the mystical forest of Eldoria. As Aurora delved deeper into her quest, the weight of her duty and the allure of the enigmatic curse intertwined in her thoughts. Ancient prophecies echoed in her mind, their meaning veiled in cryptic riddles. Her steps were light, but her heart felt heavy as she navigated through the whispering trees, their branches swaying gently in an otherworldly breeze. Thoughts of the brooding sorcerer Tristan played a constant tune in her mind, harmonizing with the melodies of the forest. Perched atop a moss-covered stone, Aurora let her emerald eyes wander across the shimmering glade. Her fingertips traced the intricate carvings on an ancient tablet she had discovered, hoping to unveil its secrets. The air was thick with magic, tingling against her skin, and she couldn't shake the thought that something powerful awaited her. In moments of solitude, Aurora pondered the complexities of love and duty. Her duty as a guardian of light compelled her to break the curse and restore Eldoria's harmony. Yet her heart yearned for something more, a love that transcended the boundaries of ordinary existence. The mere thought of Tristan's enigmatic presence stirred something deep within her, challenging the foundations of her beliefs. Unbeknownst to Aurora, Tristan walked a parallel path, his own inquiries intertwining with hers, With each step, his dark eyes searched for answers, haunted by a past shrouded in shadows. He had long closed himself off from love, his heart encased in a fortress of bitterness. But in Aurora's presence, a glimmer of something unfamiliar flickered within him, a fragile hope threatening to breach the walls he had built. Their encounters were marked by tension and restrained emotions. Their conversations were filled with veiled meanings and unspoken desires. Aurora's words danced delicately around her growing fascination with Tristan, and his responses hinted at a depth of longing he refused to acknowledge. They were drawn together, yet held apart by the complexities of their circumstances. On a moonlit eve, as the forest bathed in ethereal luminescence, Aurora and Tristan found themselves wandering upon a hidden clearing. The air crackled with the anticipation of unspoken truths. Silence embraced them, punctuated only by the symphony of nature's nocturnal creatures. Aurora, her voice hushed, dared to voice her thoughts, her words hanging in the air like a delicate thread. "Do you believe in the redemptive power of love, Tristan? Can it truly conquer the darkness that engulfs our world?" Tristan's gaze, tinged with melancholy, met hers, and his voice resonated with a mix of pain and longing. "Love has the capacity to ignite the flame of hope within us, but it also has the power to consume and destroy. The question is, are we willing to risk everything for its uncertain embrace?" Their words danced on the edge of vulnerability, revealing the depth of their emotions while leaving so much unsaid. The moon bore witness to their silent struggle, casting an ethereal glow upon their faces as they navigated the complexities of love and duty. With each passing moment, their bond grew stronger, forged by shared experiences and unspoken understanding. They became two halves of a whole, drawn inexorably closer, even as the weight of their choices threatened to tear them apart. In their hearts, a flicker of hope burned brightly, urging them to embrace the profound mysteries that lay between them. As the moon reached its zenith, its soft radiance bathed Aurora and Tristan, illuminating their intertwined destinies. They stood on the precipice of a choice that would shape their lives and the fate of Eldoria. Love, a fragile yet indomitable force, beckoned them forward, challenging them to defy the boundaries of duty and surrender to its transformative embrace. And so, in that moonlit clearing, with stars as witnesses and destiny as their guide, Aurora and Tristan took a step closer to the uncharted depths of their own hearts. Their love, like the forest around them, grew wild and untamed, defying logic and transcending the ordinary. In that moment, they were bound by something greater than themselves, a love that held the power to kindle the light within, to heal wounds, and to defy the encroaching darkness. Their journey together was just beginning, with the complexities of love intertwining with the quest to break the curse, their hearts and destinies forever entwined under the moonlit sky. The waning moon cast an eerie glow over Eldoria, heightening the sense of foreboding that gripped Aurora's heart. The weight of the curse pressed upon her, its relentless grasp tightening with each passing moment. The urgency to find a solution pulsed through her veins like a frantic heartbeat, urging her forward. Aurora and Tristan stood at the edge of an ancient grove, its trees twisted and gnarled, their branches reaching toward the darkened sky as if pleading for release from their desolate existence. The air was heavy with the stench of decay, a lingering reminder of the impending doom that loomed over Eldoria. Their eyes met, and for a fleeting instant the animosity that once crackled between them dissipated. In that shared gaze, they saw mirrored determination, a fierce resolve to protect the kingdom they held dear. As they ventured deeper into the grove, a sense of unease settled upon them. Shadows danced ominously, whispering secrets of ancient spells and long-forgotten prophecies. The ground beneath their feet seemed to tremble with a palpable darkness, an embodiment of the curse's malevolent power. Aurora's steps quickened, her senses attuned to the faintest traces of magic that clung to the air. Tristan followed in silence, his eyes scanning the surroundings, ever vigilant for signs of danger. Their journey had brought them to the heart of the cursed grove, where the source of the darkness lay hidden, like a venomous serpent coiled in wait. The sound of rustling leaves broke the silence, and Aurora instinctively reached for her staff, ready to channel the light within her. But it was not an adversary that emerged from the shadows. A spectral figure materialized before them, its ethereal form glowing with an otherworldly light. "Guardians of light!" the apparition spoke, its voice a haunting melody that echoed through the grove. "You seek to break the curse, but the path is treacherous, and sacrifice is inevitable." Aurora's heart skipped a beat, her resolve hardened. "We will do whatever it takes to protect Eldoria," she proclaimed, her voice laced with unwavering determination. Tristan too stepped forward, his voice a low, resonant rumble. "No darkness shall prevail while we draw breath. We will overcome." The apparition nodded, its eyes filled with a mixture of sorrow and hope. "Know that the path ahead will test your love and loyalty. Only true hearts can withstand the trial that awaits." Aurora exchanged a meaningful glance with Tristan, a silent acknowledgement of the challenges they were about to face. Together they moved forward, the grove's ancient magic coiling around them like a shroud. As they ventured deeper, the curse's grip tightened, its darkness pressing upon them from all sides. Whispers of doubt slithered through their minds, tempting them to stray from their chosen path. But they clung to each other, their love a beacon in the encroaching night. Suddenly, a surge of malevolent energy erupted, manifesting as a horde of shadowy creatures that surged forward, their eyes gleaming with malice. Aurora and Tristan fought side by side, their magic intertwining, weaving a symphony of light and darkness. With each spell they cast, the grove trembled as if in defiance of the curse's hold. Time seemed to blur as the battle raged on, each strike a testament to their unwavering determination. Aurora's heart pounded in her chest, the weight of the curse pressing upon her shoulders, threatening to consume her. But she drew strength from Tristan's presence, their connection a lifeline in the face of darkness. In a final surge of power, their combined magic erupted in a blinding explosion of light. The shadowy creatures dissipated like smoke, vanquished by the strength of their unity. Silence settled over the grove, broken only by their ragged breaths and the soft rustle of leaves. Aurora and Tristan stood at the epicenter of their triumph, their bodies battered but their spirits unyielding. The curse had been dealt a blow, but their journey was far from over. They locked eyes once more, a shared understanding passing between them. "Together we will break the curse," Aurora whispered, her voice filled with unwavering determination. Tristan nodded, his eyes ablaze with newfound purpose. "As long as we stand united, no darkness can extinguish our love." With their resolve renewed, they pressed onward, their footsteps echoing through the grove as they continued their journey to save Eldoria from the clutches of eternal darkness. Aurora's heart pounded in her chest as she faced the gathering darkness that threatened to engulf Eldoria. The air crackled with otherworldly energy, swirling with shadows that hungered for the light she carried within her. She glanced at Tristan, his usually stoic expression betraying a flicker of uncertainty. Their hands brushed, and a surge of warmth coursed through her veins, bolstering her resolve. The battlefield before them was a chaotic symphony of magic and mayhem. Creatures of darkness lunged and swirled, their twisted forms seeking to snuff out the light that Aurora embodied. With each swing of her staff, she conjured waves of brilliant energy, pushing back the encroaching shadows. Beside her, Tristan channeled his dark power, weaving intricate spells that disoriented their foes,